Isaiah 61, 1 through 3. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to grant to those who mourn in Zion, to give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they may be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified.
So much to say, maybe on another day, when these words come out right.
When I was growing up, my mom was diagnosed with arthritis.
A lesson in love is the hardest thing.
I would wake up to hear her cry like in the middle of the night, and I just figured my dad would comfort her and he knew what to do. But I remember just lying in my bed while she was crying, and I was just under my covers, just wishing that I could take it away for her.
And I think of you every day.
Coming to church, I've heard, the role a mother should play, and I don't think there's one specific role. I would take away my mother's pain in an instant, but I wouldn't take away the situation or make our relationship any different.
But I know the Lord got the whole thing in his hands.
I had to grow up at an early age, and I was a little bitter towards that. But then as I've grown older, I've just learned that this is something that she's going to deal with for the rest of her life here on earth, and we're going to get through it as a family. And I've been trying to give her hope and build her up to realize that that's not who she is, that her illness doesn't define her. To give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they may be called oaks of righteousness. I guess I always envisioned myself going elsewhere, going to somewhere foreign. But my relationship with God has really taught me that mission field is my family and my friends, and just reaching out to them and being an oak of righteousness for them so that they can too sprout, Our roots will grow, and then more things will be planted and more seeds will be planted. It just kind of brings about the reality that, everything hasn't sprouted just yet. But there's, in time, we'll all grow together.
Sweet love, she's coming round.